In the same vein, Rogan, of course, couldn't resist weighing in on the failure of streaming service CNN Plus. Let's watch that.
We're speaking on this day where CNN.
Yeah, CNN Plus went under.
CNN
minus.
CNN just went under.
They spent $300 million. They got 10,000 subscribers. Imagine the hubris of thinking that something that people don't want for free, that you're going to charge money for it. We're going to have the Jake Tapper book club. Jake Tapper seems like a great guy. But I mean, I feel like I don't have to pay for his book club. I feel like you should put that on Twitter.
Oh, I mean, I do feel bad for the CNN Plus people. There are a lot of people that work there. It wasn't, of course, it was definitely, why did they think that people would pay for something they're not watching? But there were a lot of people who lost their jobs. I know it, and it's just insane. But it's crazy that Joe Rogan ends up gaining. This is why those cancel culture pushes, and this was from the Spotify employees wanting to oust Joe Rogan. They didn't want him there. They were mad. They thought, just like what we were talking about with with what the Daily Beast was trying to write about here on the Hill, saying, oh, employees one are gone. That's what was going on with Spotify. Employees wanting him gone, thinking he's misinformation and fringe with his views, and he's got to go. And they tried to uprise, and he gained 2 million subscribers. It's almost now, I mean, if you're wanting to gain subscribers, if you're wanting your company to grow, you should just have stage a pretend revolt in your company.
I thought about this when my books were coming out. Andy No had a book come out around the same time, and they tried to shut down the library where it was being sold at the bookstore. Rather, books aren't sold in libraries; they're rented in libraries. They're sold in bookstores. They tried to shut down the bookstore, and of course, led him selling 1 trillion copies. Wish someone would do that for me. Antifa, please come burn down the store where my book's being sold. Because of that.
Now I know who did it. Now I know who planted the Daily Beast story. Now I know. No, it was the executive producer. It was the executive producer of the show. She wants the show to grow. Yeah. So she was like, I got an idea. Let's Rogan her. And if we Rogan and Spotify her, then maybe it will grow. I see. Very clever, guys. Very, very clever.
No, it's true. And actually, people who criticize the idea of cancel culture, people who say, oh, cancel culture doesn't exist or it's no big deal or whatever, one of the things they'll use that's one of the better points that they make, even though I disagree with that, they'll say, well, a lot of people who are supposedly canceled actually do benefit from that kind of negative attention and come out stronger than ever. And that is true in Dave Chappelle type cases where all the cancelers succeed at is drawing more attention to the person and also making their ideas or their viewpoints seem dangerous or forbidden, or we can't let you hear this, it's too scary. Like that's putting an X-rated label on music for kids. People want to listen to it then. Kids are like, what do my parents not want me to listen to? That's what I want to listen to. It's that kind of phenomenon. But that only happens, I think, mostly for people who are already established and pretty economically insulated. Like, when you just get fired from your job because somebody complained that you made a hand gesture that they think is a white nationalist hand gesture, even though it's not, like that person doesn't end up with 2 million subscribers, right? They just lose their job and suffer for it. So little people who are regular people who don't have other means of communicating, when they're canceled, it is really bad for them. It's not bad in cases like this.